the one thing we all love to add to our sewing projects. That's right, pockets. And the one book cover to rule them all is no exception. Wrap pockets will tuck inside the back fold section, so you can tuck in bookmarks while you're reading, and of course plenty of other things when you're not. And patch pockets are placed on the outside of the cover, so you can carry things like pens, notebooks, Post-its, highlighters, anything that you may need. Let's see how these two options go together so that you know which one you want to try first. If you're adding the optional interfacing, make sure to apply as directed first. Align the two pocket pieces right sides together. Sew around the edges, leaving an opening for turning. Make sure to clip your corners before turning right sides out. Through the opening, turn your pocket out, making sure to push out the corners. Tuck in the opening to match the seam allowance and press. At this point, you need to decide if your pocket will be opening horizontally or vertically because you will sew 3 of the sides to the main fabric. If your pocket will open to the side where your opening is, top stitch the opening closed. Fold the long side of your pocket in half to mark the center. Fold the length of the main fabric in half to mark its center at the fold end. Parallel to the fold end, draw a line the distance equal to the measurements listed in the pattern. Then use the center mark to find the center of the parallel line. Line up the center mark of your pocket with the center mark of the parallel line. Pin your pocket to the main fabric. Now you can sew around the 3 edges according to which side you want as the opening. That's it! Continue with step number 5. Start by folding the height in half, right sides together. Press the fold in place. With a 1/4 inch seam allowance, sew one end of the pocket. Unlike me, clip the corner, then turn right sides out. Press the seam and the top fold. For the optional trim, fold over one short end by 1/4 inch and press. Place the trim on the top of the back side of the pocket right sides together. Wrap the folded end of the trim around the front of the pocket and pin in place. Line up the edge with the top of the pocket and pin that in place as well. With a 1/4 inch seam allowance, sew the trim to the pocket. Pressing the seam is optional, but it does keep things looking crisp. Unfold the trim so that it is above the pocket. Press the seam towards the trim. Fold the raw edge of the trim towards the wrong side, meeting the raw edge of the seam in the middle. Press the new fold. Now fold the trim up and over the top of the pocket, folding towards the front of the pocket. Press, then pin in place. Top stitch the trim to the pocket. With the closed end toward the center, lay your wrap pocket on the bottom left corner of the main fabric, lining up the raw edges. Pin the fabric to secure it in place. Alternatively, if you have sewing tape, you can use that to hold it secure. Back stitching at the start, top stitch down the side of the closed end. Continue around the bottom of the pocket and open side with a basting stitch. This will help hold the pocket in place while you finish the rest of your book cover. Continue with step 5 for the base pattern. I am not much of a book annotator myself, but I know many people who are. Those are the people who inspired these 2 different options for me. Plus, I couldn't decide which pocket was a better option, so I included them both. Plus, when I show off my book covers now, I can say, it's got pockets! Don't forget, you can get your copy of the You Shall Not Pass Up These Upgrades option from the Literary Sewing Shop. You can have all of these products linked into the video, as well as tagged in the video itself. so it's pretty easy to find. Now in our next video, I'm going to take you through my favorite option, the adjustable strap. Happy sewing!